I think today would be a great day to roll the dice and see what's coming up. So let's do it. Number 13. I'm dreading this. Why am I feeling so much dread about this? Okay, let's see. Make folded nib. Oh my God. I can't even tell you how excited I am about this now. So glad. I wanted to do this for so long. I found instructions and all the things. Now I don't remember where they are. I'm sure I can find it. Okay, I will need to do some research first before I can do some more with this. But I actually collected cans to make a folded nib too. Originally, I collected cans because I thought this was going to be my next Ko-fi project that I would send to my Ko-fi members. But then on a whim, I decided I wouldn't do a Ko-fi membership anymore, which I'm very happy about because now I'm getting to do things that I want to do instead of making myself do things for others. I'm not sure if you understand the difference. I'm also not even sure I can explain it well. But one of the parts, besides having to do all of the I'm self-employed stuff that I just don't want to do, because the money that is incoming is not worth the time spending on all of the tax forms for being self-employed. Besides the fact that I stopped my Ko-fi membership for that reason, the other big reason that I unearthed while I thought about that membership was because I have been trying to validate me doing stuff by sharing it on my Ko-fi membership page. And the reason why I'm doing things is just because it brings me joy, and that is reason enough. That's a valid reason. I don't need to sell things in order to enjoy doing them. And so that's what I'm learning, and that's why I turned off my Ko-fi membership, because I can do the things just for fun. I don't have to have a deeper reason behind it than this. And having fun, doing something because it brings me joy, filling my bucket with my bucket up so that I am a fully functioning human being is reason enough. It's deep enough as well. So on that tangent, I collected cans, fun cans that I used during while I was collecting these. So I thought it would be fun to send them out, but also I now have a lot of cans to use for this specific purpose. I do have some tools that I was going to use, and I also found instructions on how to make a folded nib online somewhere. I don't know if I printed them though. So that's the next step. The instructions that I found, if I can unearth them again, I will link in the description box down below. I'm gonna gather material and then share the process with you. I'm not using a microphone because I need to charge my phone while I'm filming, but I really want to work on this. I started filming an intro weeks ago and I was too scared to start looking for these scissors. These are my mom's. She used them to cut metal, and when I moved out, I took them with me and I've kept them ever since somewhere. use them to cut metal. And when I was starting to work on this project, I didn't remember exactly where they were. I had a hunch. And instead of looking where I thought they would be, I just was way too anxious that they wouldn't be there. So I didn't look. I should have just looked, because I could have done this. Folded nib. This one says folded pen. To me, this would be a nib, because I don't want to attach it to a rod. If I found where I got this from, I will link the tutorial. There is a video by this person online, I believe. I think I found it and watched it before, so I hope to be able to find it again and link it in the description box down below. This is not my idea, but I wanted to make a folded nib for myself. The only thing that I would like to do differently is, instead of using this template as it is, I want to make this part so that I can round it and stick it into one of those nib holders right here. I've been recently doing some inky experiments, and I felt like I would want to have this to apply a lot of ink onto my pages. The noise you can hear in the background is my dog Max. He is eating, currently I think he's eating a bone. Well, all of those are bones. Chewing on it. I hope he'll fall asleep. But if you hear noises, that's him. So I collected fun drinking cans. I already cut one open because I thought I want to know if these scissors actually work. The other thing that I used is my cutter, because I feel like I can just swap out the blade or take off the stuff that is not... I can take just off the whatever doesn't, the dull parts of this, but I want to do this one first with the scissors, and if that works, then great. If it not, then I would probably try and use my cutter for this. I am calling this a cutter. But I also would like to adjust this a tiny bit, actually. So let's try and do that first. A pen. Where can I find the pen that I want? I brought out my supplies that I received at the class in San Francisco. Hey, dude, you're not eating my basket. No. Well, I found my thingamajig. So this needs to be rounded. So I'm guessing if I'm adding about, maybe if I'm taking a, I shouldn't make it this small. So ruler-ish type of thing. My dog behaves like a toddler. Like when he is falling asleep a tiny bit, when he's ready to fall asleep, he will try to fight it. So what I'm going to do is make this angle differently. Just go from here to here and here to here. We'll see if that is actually going to work out or not. And if it doesn't, then I can just print another set and make it the way it is here first. Maybe that's what I should have done, but I'm always experimenting, never using the things the way that I wanted that they're meant to be used. So how are you doing? It's super hot here today, but it's supposed to get much colder over the weekend that's coming up. I'm filming this on a Tuesday evening because I can't wait to try this out. And now that I found the scissors, nothing is holding me back to do this on today. I don't know how not how well, that's not necessarily the right thing. So, okay, what does it say? Lightly score. So first, okay, and then add the template. Okay. Trace, snip. Why do we snip it? Oh, so we can roll it around? Cut in one swipe. Sand edges make beautiful letters. I decided I am just going to go like this. Whoops, I hope you're still here. So what I need is this. Let's see if that's going to work. And I also, if this is actually going to work, I want to send this to my friends because I only need one, right? Well, maybe I need more than one because I can't imagine that I get this right the first time I'm doing it. Oh, wow. Blah, blah, blah. This did not work out. So, okay, here we go. Let's try. This is not that hard. Okay, I need to cut this off though, so I can get around here. I forgot to score it in the middle. Of course. Why would I do something the right way? Because I can't. So how do we score this best? I want this to be visible. I don't want this. So if we go by paper, the way paper is scored, you score it and no. How do we do this best? Okay, this is hard to 1 point. So if we go, then it needs to be 0.5 and then this in 2. So here, if I take this back here, so it needs to be right here, and then needs to be this I'm just gonna eyeball because I want to. And then I'm just going to go and use the metal part of my pencil to connect these dots. And then we'll call this being scored. Okay, that kind of worked. So then this is supposed to be snipped a little. Let's see what happens if we do that. I want to round out these edges here. I'm just eyeballing this, so please, maybe if I round this around this right here, it will work. We'll see. So, totally. Yep, this is going to work. So now what we need is the other template, this one right here. And it will need to be, okay, this is not right. Oops. Oh, they say you're supposed to do it in one fell swoop. I did not do that, obviously. And there's still a big edge right here. We don't want that. So I'm just going to do whatever I want. So I need to make sure that everything that I just cut off in small bits and pieces doesn't lay around, because I don't know how my cats will behave. So I'm just is this better to put this on here? No, it totally works. So it's super flimsy though. Would it be better if we stuck it in further? So, okay, I'm gonna open this back up. I heard that cans are, oh wow, look at this. So I totally broke this. So I need to be careful. And that's exactly what I heard. I heard that cans are very thin material, and that you would probably go better with what she said in her video is aluminum flashing. Now I decided, nope, I'm gonna just use cans, because I'm not going to buy anything that I don't know if I actually want it, if I like it. So I will just do this again, but I will make this a bit shorter. So probably even almost a centimeter, but I don't think I'm gonna score it. So let's go this way. And then try again. Okay. Oops, now I have the fat one. Doesn't matter really. The question is how precise do you even have to be, right, with this thing? So I decided that I wanted to have this shorter, so I'm gonna do this, and I'm going to snip off some of this, like so. Okay, let's try again. So does this mean that I should not score the piece of metal? Probably not. So I just fold it. I wonder what would happen if you doubled this up. But however, you would probably have to glue it together. And then the question is there even a glue that can hold these two things together? Right? We don't know. Okay, so now I'm just going to fold this in half and see what happens. in the front. So this said it needed a tiny snip. I don't really see why. Let's just not do a tiny snip right here. Okay. Well, okay, how do we like this better? Okay, let's get this back out. Let's use this template and just put it on top. And I think once you've used these templates, it's like, I saw a video where a dude made various different ones and showed how the different shapes of the nib had then different line variations and stuff like that. So I would assume that there's no limit, you know? Okay, so this is the first. I want this. Now, obviously, this is, let's get out. This is sticking together. That's interesting. Ugh. I'm not, it doesn't feel like it's sharp so that I would cut myself. What I'm assuming is that I do need, like with a nib, I will need to have this be a little bit open so that I can get ink in there. But first thing, so this took 13 minutes doing 2. So I'm pretty sure that if you have a can of any kind of drink, I just collected the special ones because I knew for such a long time that I wanted to do this, that I was able to just save funny cans. But also, like, you only need a tiny bit, so it doesn't really matter because you won't be able to see the pretty and fun design of the can on the folded nib. It's so tiny. So what paper am I going to use for this? We are just going to use, am I going to do something with this? No, I'm going to put these two things aside first, and then I'm going to pull out my ink bottle, and then we're going to look how this does without doing anything to it. Does it even do anything at all? So let's try and see what happens. Look at this. I'm not even doing anything. Okay. Downstrokes, side strokes. This is actually already really amazing. So what it says is that you're supposed to be able to use sandpaper, the paper that you use to grind nibs, to, this is P1, whoa, I'm losing my stuff. This is P2500. What is this? 1200. I think that is the one that I should use first. What else did just fall? Okay. I think this is the same. No, this is 2500. I'm just gonna cut a tiny sliver off of this. And then, wow. He gave us one of those stones to put under. So I'm just gonna, I hope this is not too, oh no. Okay, so I'd probably, Okay, this is a problem then, I see, I guess. Could we do something about that? Like put something inside here in the top? Wow. I have the feeling that this will need to be broader back here so that it's stable, more stable. Okay. And I don't like it. It's breaking right here. Folded nib. So do I need to make this even shorter so that it goes in further? What do you think? Like, how do I make this more stable? Okay, maybe I'm... Okay, let's try this again. Dip it in. Oh, this is good. Oh my God. Look at this. So good. I just don't like how this is bent. So I need to make this even shorter. Let's try what happens if we cut this shorter a tiny bit. So I think that this will help the issue. We will figure it out together. Okay, so now it's further in. Okay, let's see what happens. You could, like, basically, even if this breaks in a week, just make another one. Oh my God, this is so good. Okay, so if you have any tips to this, so do we want to make an inky thing? Wow. What happens if we add... I feel like it's very, very delicate. So probably the aluminum sheeting or whatever that was would probably be better, but then maybe you need tools. I just use metal scissors that I only use for cutting, but you could probably just use any type of scissors if you can get another pair. Cheap scissors, use them for only cutting cans. This is so cool. Okay. I love this. What do you think about it? How do you like it? What the actual... Wow! I can't believe I made this just now in the last 15 minutes. Have you made a folded nib yet? What are you waiting for? I will link everything you need in the description box down below. And I hope to see you again soon. See you then. Bye.